So, hi everyone. Today I will be talking about a novel, The Old Man and the Sea. It's not a novel, it's a novella, very short story, very short novel. छोटी सी किताब है. If you really want to read it, you can, and it will take hardly 5, 6 or 7 hours. Hardly. So, छोटा सा novel है, आप पढ़ सकते हो. So, The Old Man and the Sea. Old Man and the Sea. So this was published in 1952 and written in 1951. So this was written in Cuba, America by Ernest Hemingway. Ernest Hemingway. So there is Miller also in his name. Ernest Miller Hemingway, 1899 to 1961, I guess. Okay. So he was an American novelist and short story writer also. So I will talk about writers in my other videos. So we are concerned with The Old Man and the Sea and its story, and I will tell you its very important quotations, like textual quotations as well as critical quotations, like what critics say about this particular novel or this particular writer. Okay, so here we go. So this is a very short story. If I tell you in brief, so this is just there is an old man and he has not got anything for 84 days. He is a fisherman, and then he goes to the sea on 85th day, and then he gets a fish. He struggles with that fish for 2 or 3 days, and then he comes back. That fish was eaten up by sharks, and then he comes back and he sleeps and he is wounded and he is tired, and still he again thinks and decides to go once again to the sea for the fish. So this story is about the struggle, and the very world famous line from this novel is, a man can be destroyed but not defeated. एक इंसान बर्बाद हो सकता है लेकिन वो हार नहीं सकता. बर्बाद जैसे हम इश्क में यूं बदनाम हुआ करते हैं, बर्बाद हुआ करते हैं, लेकिन फिर भी हम एक बार इश्क करके फिर उठते हैं और दोबारा इश्क करने के लिए तैयार हो जाते हैं, दोबारा बर्बाद होने के लिए तैयार हो जाते हैं, लेकिन हम हारते नहीं हैं. We never feel defeated. Just like if I relate with your net exam, so you get net this time or that time, but still if you give up, then you cannot get that net exam, and you never give up. You fight with that particular thing, you fight with your circumstances in your life. Only then you can succeed if you never give up. So just like that, there was hope and courage in this old man. The name of the old man is Santiago. Santiago. So Santiago is our protagonist, Santiago, and he is an old man there, and it has been 84 days that he's a fisherman, and he has gone for 84 days to the sea, and this is set in Cuba. This novel is set in Cuba, and he has gone for 84 days, but still he hasn't got anything. And there is a boy, very little boy, like 10 or 15 years, I don't know exactly his age. So his name is Manolin. So this boy is also working with Santiago. He is helping him and seeking money or food for him as well. And now this is very unsuccessful man, according to those people and everything all around. And his family members and his parents are telling him that you should not go with this guy because he is a salao. Salao, S-A-L-A-O. So Salao is the worst form of unlucky. So they say that Santiago is very unlucky. He is not getting any fish by going to the sea for 84 days, and you should not work with him. But this boy loves him so much and he respects him so much, and just like Santiago says in this novel that to fish that I love you and respect you so much, but I'll kill you dead before this day ends. So just like that, he also loves Santiago and he's working with him. So now it's time that our protagonist is going for fishing. So I will just draw a diagram of a fish and a boat so that you can have some good vibes. Okay, so we will make a Marlin. So the name of the fish is Marlin. M-A-R-L-I-N. So Marlin is a kind of fish. I will tell you what kind of fish it is. So it is this kind of fish. Okay, so this kind of fish. आँख हम काली बना देते हैं, ठीक है जी. तोते की तरह इसकी चोंच होती है, just like this is very sharp, and this is marlin. आ रहा है ना मजा मछली देखने में. So this is marlin, and our old man is also here. This is the boat, and this is just like a skiff. This is skiff. इसे हम कहते हैं छोटी बोट. Skiff is a kind of short boat, flat boat, and there is a guy. Our old man is here. His hat. This is his hat, and this is the man. I'm just trying to draw it. Okay, so this is our man, and there are some water drops because this marlin is coming out from the sea. Okay, so you can draw this this thing in your exam as well. I used to draw such things in my exam, so that's why I think I scored very well in my masters. Okay, so this is our old man and the sea. And now the story goes like this. He is going and he goes to hunt a fish, okay, to fishing. And now on the first day, during the noontime, he gets a fish in his bait. So bait is a kind of a material or something which we eat, and by which we can entice फिश, जिससे कि हम उसको ललचा सके, उसको आगे हम यहाँ पे बांधते हैं, खाने का मटेरियल, ठीक है, जिसको खाने के लिए वो आए, वो दिस इज, एंड उसे हम कहते हैं बेट, BAIT, बेट. तो उसके बेट में जो है वो मार्लिन फंसती है ऑन द फर्स्ट डे ड्यूरिंग नून टाइम होता है 12 बजे का वक्त. 12 बजे का सिर्फ 1 मिनट का वक्त जो है नून टाइम होता है, उसके बाद आफ्टरनून हो जाता है, उससे पहले मॉर्निंग होता है, ठीक है. तो नून का वक्त सिर्फ 12 बजे का वक्त होता है, और उस वक्त जो है ये फंसती है, ठीक है. तो अब क्या होता है दैट दिस मार्लिन इज वेरी बिग, वेरी लार्ज, वेरी जाइगेंटिक फिश. एज यू कैन सी, यू कैन कंपेयर द बॉडी ऑफ फिश एंड द बॉडी ऑफ आवर ओल्ड मैन, एंड दिस इज वेरी बिग फिश, एंड दिस इज वाटर इज ऑल्सो देयर यार. This is water. So this fish is very big, and now this fish is taking this old man along. इसको खींचे जा रही है, बोट को भी खींच रही है, इसकी स्किफ को भी खींच रही है, और ओल्ड मैन भी इसके साथ जा रहा है, बिकॉज दिस फिश इज वेरी बिग एंड वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू हैंडल, है ना, एंड वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू किल. सो ही हैज सम हार्पून्स. सो हार्पून्स आर लाइक दिस, जिसे हम भाले कहते हैं. He has some harpoons with him to kill the fish. So now this fish is taking him along, और ये भी पीछे चला रहा है, इसने पकड़ा है. He has captured that rope जिससे कि ये बंधी है, और now this fish is running in the sea, and this fish is taking him along, and he is going. So it has been now 2 days and 2 nights. First day and then night, then second day and then night. 2 days, 2 nights, and then comes our third day, and he is still struggling with this fish, and he is wounded also, and he has got some wounds on his hand, because this is a very old guy, but still he is so courageous, he is so powerful, he has that willpower that yes, I have to do, I will kill this fish before this day ends. Just like I told you the quotation that dear fish, I love and respect you so much, but I'll kill you dead before this day ends, because he has that courage that either to die or to kill, just like that. So इसके बहुत जज्बा था इस बंदे में कि हाँ मैंने करना है, और यही इसका थीम भी है. The theme of the novel is your heroism, your courage, your willpower, your undefeatedness. ठीक है, undefeated कह सकते हैं या फिर सिर्फ, because he has that caliber in him. So now he is struggling with that fish. So now this is third day, and somehow on the third day, this fish is also very tired, and it is revolving around this skiff, and he understands that yes, this fish is tired now, and then he kills this fish with his harpoon, and this harpoon has a rope tied in it, so that you can bring it back when you kill someone or something by this. So now he has killed this fish, and then somehow he ties this fish here like this. He ties this fish in his skiff like this. So this is very big fish, by the way, maybe larger than his boat, but he ties this fish or this marlin here. Okay, so now what happens that some Sharks, you know, shark is a very dangerous sea animal, you can say. So shark comes and just behind the trail of blood which is coming out from the body of this marlin. So they come and they attack this marlin. Oh, now this guy is very worried because this is an old guy and he has struggled a lot with this fish in the sea, and still he is struggling. And now what does he do? He starts killing those sharks. He starts killing those sharks by his harpoon, and he kills 5 sharks in total. And even he missed his one harpoon, and then he constructed or created another harpoon. Harpoon was like this, and he tied a knife with rope in this harpoon, and then he created a tentative harpoon, or we can say जुगाड़ू harpoon. तो उससे ये जो है ये sharks को मारता है, सभी sharks को. Then he kills 5 sharks. But what happens that these sharks eat this marlin, and there is only the skeleton which is left. This is very sad for a guy who is struggling from last 84 days, and this is 85th day, and still he struggled for 3 days, and now sharks have eaten up his marlin, and now he is going back. Then he goes back, and people see the skeleton of this marlin, and they were so amazed that how big, how gigantic, how huge, how large this fish is. But he is sad, he has that sense of guilt, but still he is hopeful. He is not at all hopeless in the whole novel. So now what happens that people, then he comes back and he sleeps. He has not even enough food to eat. So, and that food was sometimes provided by that guy Manolin, that small boy Manolin, and still he has not enough food to eat, but still he is now here, and people measure the skeleton of this marlin, and they measure it for 18 feet. So this marlin was 18 feet, means 5.5 meter. Right, so this was, and there was a tourist, there was a lady, जैसा कि औरतें कई बार ऐसी बातें कर लेती है जो पचती नहीं है. So that tourist says that she mistakes this skeleton for the shark. She thinks that this is a shark. This is the skeleton of a shark. So, but still people think that this is shark because this was very big. So this was very big achievement for him, but still he lost this marlin. He lost this marlin. He was very happy that he will sell this fish and he will earn a good money, but still he failed in that. And now he goes back to the house, his hut, or wherever he used to live, and then this boy comes and he is very sad but not at all hopeless, and still then he sleeps, and then this boy comes and they talk. And at the end of the novel, and there is another character in the novel, DiMaggio. Though this character is not present here, but he is a baseball player. So he and this boy used to talk about DiMaggio sometimes, because he relates himself to this DiMaggio because he was a very great player, and he also remembers his past when he was very young. तो इसने एक बार पंजा लड़ाया था जिसको the fight of hands, पता नहीं उसे क्या बोलते हैं professionally. So पूरी रात इन्होंने पंजा लड़ाया था. ये इतना पावरफुल बंदा था, उस बंदे के साथ इसे पूरी रात पंजा लड़ाते रहे, लेकिन ये जो है हारा नहीं. फिर उसके बाद ये एक रात तक लगा रहा, उसके बाद जीत गया. तो ऐसी ऐसी चीजें अपनी जवानी की ये याद करता है कि मैं कितना खतरनाक बंदा हुआ करता था, कितना पावरफुल हुआ करता था. ये सारी चीजें जो है ये याद करता है. और बेसबॉल प्लेयर की भी ये बात करते हैं. तो ऐसी ऐसी चीजें जब होती है तो लास्ट में नॉवल ऐसे ही एंड होता है. एंड देन ही अगेन डिसाइड्स दैट नेक्स्ट डे ही विल गो वंस अगेन टू द सी फॉर फिशिंग. सो सी दैट heroism, that undefeatedness, or that courage, that he's a very experienced guy, but he is very hopeful. He is physically weak, but he is mentally very powerful. Right? So there I will also discuss some themes in this novel. So some themes, if I talk about themes, T, I write here T. So manhood, and then we have solidarity, Solidarity is unification और एकता किसी चीज की, and sense of guilt is also there. Sense of guilt is also there, and this sense of guilt is something which inspires him to go once again to fishing. And manhood and heroism, I talked about heroism. ROISM. Heroism. And let me check that what are the things which I should tell you. Okay, so undefeated, I talked about the undefeated. And okay, so love is also there because he loves this fish, and you know what, he calls this fish his brother. And I will tell you the quotations, you will come to know. मतलब बहुत ही प्यार से बात कर रहा है ये बंदा कि भाई क्योंकि इसके पास कोई है नहीं बात करने को, और 3 दिन हो गए इसको, तीसरे दिन ये वापस आता है तो इसके पास कोई है नहीं बात करने को. तो स्ट्रगल, ऑब्वियसली द स्ट्रगल इज देयर, ठीक है, struggle is obviously there, and destruction and survival is also there, and great defeat and elevation to conquer the nature in return. Elevation to conquer nature in return. You can make notes, right? Elevation होता है किसी चीज को ऊपर करना, बढ़ावा देना. Elevation to conquer होता है जीतना, conquer nature in return. So he is conquering the nature. ही इज, वो प्रकृति वाला नेचर, ह्यूमन नेचर नहीं, वो न्यू क्लासिज्म वाला नेचर नहीं, वो रोमांटिसिज्म वाला नेचर की बात हो रही है. नेचर इन रिटर्न, तो वो रिटर्न टू नेचर था ना, वहाँ से यहाँ से याद आया. सो ही इज कॉन्करिंग द नेचर. सी समटाइम्स वी फेस सो मेनी सर्कमस्टांसेस एंड हार्ड टाइम्स in our life, some calamities like flood and anything like storm, flood, or just like earthquake in these things. So he is conquering the nature as well. He is struggling in the sea, he is fighting with Marlin, he is fighting with that, he is fighting with his old age, he is fighting with sea, he is fighting with sharks, he is fighting with everything. He is struggling in his hard times, and this is very inspirational story. That's why this novel is very important. And very important thing, this novel got Pulitzer Prize in 1953. I think I forgot to tell you in starting, और अगर मैंने बताया होगा तो कोई बात नहीं. And in 1954 he got Nobel Prize. So बहुत important चीज है इसके लिए. 1952 में ये पब्लिश हुआ था. लाइफ मैगजीन ने इसे पब्लिश किया था. लाइफ. And you won't believe that 5 about 5 million copies were sold in 48 hours. तो देखो कितना फेमस हुआ था ये इस नॉवल से, और पहले से ही फेमस था ये. तो ये सारी चीजें हैं. एंड देयर आर सम सिंबल्स आल्सो, लाइक सिंबल्स आर लाइक सी इज अ सिंबल, राइट, एंड बेसबॉल is a symbol, and then we have fish is a symbol, old man is a symbol. So fish is also struggling for its life, है ना, ये मैं खुद से बता रहा हूँ. फिश को भी तो देखो ना एक हिसाब से, वो भी तो 2-3 दिन तक स्ट्रगल कर रही है बेचारी, भूखी प्यासी जा रही है, कोशिश कर रही है छूटने की. तो इसका भी एक स्ट्रगल है. आप ऐसे लिटरेचर ऐसा ही है, हर चीज को हर कहीं रिलेट करना होता है, ऐसे ही अपने आंसर्स लिखने होते हैं. इसमें ये नहीं होता कि पॉइंट टू पॉइंट कुछ लिखना है हमने साइंस की तरह, अपना डालो इसमें मसाला. तो ओल्ड मैन का स्ट्रगल, बेसबॉल वाले का स्ट्रगल, उस बंदे का जो वो हीरो था एक हिसाब का, तो ये सी हुआ, ठीक है. तो मार्लिन इसमें, डिमैजियो, ये सारे लाइन. हाँ, और वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग जो मैं आपको बताना भूल गया, लास्ट में क्या है इसमें, व्हेन ही स्लीप्स ही इमेजिन्स द लायंस इन ऑन एन अफ्रीकन बीच, कि ये लायंस की बातें किया करता था. तो ये सपने में देख रहा है कि देयर आर सम लायंस ऑन द बीच एंड दिस इज एन अफ्रीकन बीच, है ना. तो ऐसे से वो जो है वो चीज़ों की ये कर रहा है. तो अब मैं आपको क्या है कि अब मैं जो कुछ बचा है थोड़ी कोटेशंस वगैरह आपको बता देता हूँ. ओके, सो मैंने कुछ जो है थोड़ी सी आपके लिए कोटेशंस लिख दी है, आप वीडियो को पॉज करके भी देख सकते हो. बाकी जो कोटेशंस है, क्रिटिकल कोटेशंस है, क्रिटिक्स की है, और बाकी जो बची हुई ये कोटेशंस है टेक्सचुअल, ये मैं डिस्क्रिप्शन में डाल दूंगा क्योंकि वीडियो फिर बहुत लंबी हो जाएगी, इसमें सारा कुछ ये लिखना इम्पॉसिबल हो जाएगा. आप डिस्क्रिप्शन में चेक कर सकते हो. सो द फर्स्ट कोटेशन गोज लाइक दिस: आई एम बीइंग टोड बाय अ फिश एंड आई एम द टोइंग बिट. आई वुड मेक द लाइन फास्ट बट देन ही कुड ब्रेक इट. सो ये बात कह रहा है अपनी मछली के लिए कि जब ये जा रहा था बहुत सारी इसको दिक्कत आ रही है कि कैसे उसने मछली पकड़ी. द सेकेंड कोटेशन इज फिश ही सेड अलाउड, quote, I'll stay with you until I'm dead. Third quotation, I feel good and my left hand is better and I have food for a night and a day. So this is his struggle, and his left hand is wounded, as I said that he was wounded also. And then the next and the last quotation is, on the beach he returned to the Marlin and said, then the quotation starts, half fish that you were, I'm sorry that I went too far out, I ruined us both, but we have killed many sharks, you and I, and ruined many others. कि भाई हमने अपनी जिंदगी तो तबाह की दूसरों की भी की, हम बड़े खतरनाक है, हमने शार्क्स को भी मारा. खुद से ही बात कर रहा है, मतलब he is talking to that fish only. And you can check the description box for more quotations and the critical quotations, that what the critics say about this novel and about other things. And if I have forgotten to tell you something, so let me check it out. So there is nothing that I have forgotten. Okay, so thank you so much for your kind patience and bearing me for 20 minutes. Okay, bye, take care.